What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Paladin's Tavern. I'm Joe. This is LOTRO. And today is Wednesday, February 12th. Great to have you. It's great to be had by you. And looking forward to playing some Hunter gameplay today. Yeah, I got Brennan here, the level 11 man hunter. Whoa, here he goes. Watch out, boys, he'll chew you up. Wow, there's some really nice, colorful pants he's got there. So he's the man hunter. Yeah, and that's your Hall & Oates reference for the day. If you don't get another one, I do apologize. And I also apologize for the Hall & Oates reference. The Comb and Waddle Inn. Wow, I gotta sell stuff. Oh my gosh. Also, I gotta make my way over to Bree and get my VIP rewards for this character. Oh, wow, what a disaster. I haven't put any of my points into this character yet. Oh, I haven't unlocked any. Oh my gosh, what is going on? Alright, let's check out LOTRO HQ. And yes, I know the information on LOTRO HQ is very old. But I like to get my recommendations for virtue traits from them, mostly because it's I mean, I don't think it's, even though the information even though well, at this point it's probably really bad information. I don't know. If you know, let me know, okay? But for now, I go to LOTRO HQ to get ideas on what traits to unlock first. Yeah. Hold on. It can't be that old. They've got the legendary Angmar server on here. Can't be that bad. I'm sure it's fine. Red Hunter. Virtues: valor, wit, confidence, zeal, and determination. They recommend getting valor first. So we're going to do that. All that drama for that tiny little drop in the bucket. Believe that? What's up, Ty? 80s references. You dating yourself? Indeed, I am. I'm dating myself. Yes, I'm doing that. LOTRO HQ is the one I use for reference point. Okay, all right, thank you. That I feel vindicated in this now. I had a conversation once with Aubrey, and I told her about that I use LOTRO HQ, and she was like, some of the information on that site's kind of old. I was like, all right, I don't know. I don't know, Aubrey. Don't hit me. Ty, do you even remember the 80s? I remember the 80s very well, actually, yeah. I was born in 1980. So it was my very early childhood, obviously. However, I have a very good memory, and on top of it, my sister is 9 years older than me. So I didn't experience the 80s as a child. I experienced the 80s as a teenager. Because, wow, check out that unlock. That was freaking fast. Now I got to go back to LOTRO HQ. So my sister was completely plugged in during the 80s, and I heard it all, saw it all. So she was like very like culturally plugged in at the time. And I was, up her butt all the time because she was my older sister and I adored her, and of course still do. I remember I have a very good like long-term memory, and that plus all the things I was exposed to during the 80s. So that was kind of. But yeah, I do remember the 80s very well. I remember a lot of it. I actually remember the 1984 Olympics. And I remember the United States hockey team lost that year due to a bad call from a ref. And it never got exposed. Ty. It's not too old. They updated the builds about 6-8 months ago, I believe. All right. And you know what? To be fair, I did have that conversation with Aubrey over the summer, so maybe at the time it was older. Shout out to Aubrey, the weird one. Great LOTRO streamer. If folks in the chat room happen to not be aware of her, I don't know why. She's probably the most popular LOTRO streamer for good reason. Fantastic. Go check her out and follow her. Ty. Oh, secondhand 80s through siblings. Indeed. 80s were the best. I try not to say things like that because I tend to think that nostalgia really has a massive like factor in that sort of feeling. But I gotta be honest with you, man. I mean, just taking a look back at what was there, and not even like just the best of the best, and then thinking like, oh man, the 80s were so great because check out the best of the best. Look at how things were. Like, even the crappy stuff was just fun. Like there was a lot of great stuff in the 80s. There really was. And I really don't feel like, even though I was a teenager in the 90s and my favorite music comes from the 90s, I really don't think you can beat the 80s in so many different ways. We were at our peak culture in the 80s, I think. Oh, my webcam's a little high. So even though I think nostalgia can definitely make that feel as if that were the case, that were true, I think there's also something to be said about movies and TV and music. Like the writing and the production was just better.
I don't know anything, I'm sure.
Americans were actually proud to be Americans. 100%. Yeah, absolutely. We were, it's not like it's not like the country didn't have problems. It certainly did. But there wasn't this like massive political divide. The division was starting in the late 80s. That division was really kind of starting, and it was starting with Gen X. And then CNN came on the scene, and they were very, and still are, they lean.
What can I do for you?
Historical context is really, it's really something else, because at the time, tipping your hat as a journalist at the time, tipping your hat on the showing people your political leanings was more than unprofessional. It was really frowned upon, And then CNN came out. It debuted. And it wasn't... It flirted a little bit with that. And other people recognized it for what it was. And it was editorialization. Democrat-leaning editorialization on CNN. And certainly the New York Times would do it as well. And get away with it. And for those out there that were savvy enough to pick up on it, they knew what was happening. And that started the divide a bit. And then MTV really picked up on it as well. They started their Rock the Vote campaign during the first Bush administration in the early 90s when Clinton was running. And the Rock the Vote campaign was aimed at Gen Xers, first wave of Gen Xers. And it was telling them not only to vote, but to vote Democrat. And that was very new at the time. And that's really kind of when it started. Ty, no offense to any of you non-American friends out there, of course. We had problems, but we believed we could fix them. Yeah, typing's hard. Yeah, that was kind of the thing. Like, we had this general sense of, like, we're the best country in the world. And we don't care if you disagree with us. And yeah, we got problems, but we'll fix it on our own. Get out of our face. That was America in the 80s. Now it's like, well, we're a country. And, not one culture's better than the other. And it's like, shut up. All right? Shut up. Hey, Cole. Cole's in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my nephew, Cole. How we doing today, Cole? I wish Cole was born in the 80s. But I'm glad that he's here now to see the rise of the American culture coming back. I think we're coming back. We're so back, baby. I think it's going to take time. It's going to take time. But we are so back, baby. Doing well. I'm trying to pick out which reward I'm going to give my hunter character over here. These look good. I'll put these on. Slap those leather gloves on. Why not? All right, Cole, you're coming in at a really awkward time on the stream because I actually have to do a lot of inventory management for this. So I do apologize. It's gonna get a little boring, I think. I'll try and go through real quick. Ty, we are so back. Or at least working on it. Nah, man. No, we're back. We're back. We're working on it, and we're back. Let's be unapologetic about what happened in November. And let me tell you what happened. The American people came together and they said, you know what? Corruption, not having it anymore. This is unattainable. It's too much. And there's one person on this political stage that is speaking any kind of sense whatsoever, and that is freaking Donald J. Trump. And God bless America. God bless that man. He just keeps going. He got shot at, and he kept on moving. That is the American spirit. That is it. That is the fighting spirit that honestly the world wants to see America espouse again. Let's stop, let's stop apologizing for stuff that's not our fault. Let's start apologizing for the stuff that is our fault, and let's fix it. And let's get going. Let's remove the corruption, and let's move. Let's do it. The world is holding its breath for us to move again in a leadership way, in a way that they miss American excellence in the world. As soon as that bowed out, the world started going directly to shit. So let's bring it back.
What do you need?
The world wants it back. Ty. Sorry, I'm a little disoriented. Paladin playing as a hunter? Upset the balance. Tulsi confirmed. This is the best cabinet so far I've seen in my lifetime. Been good news every day this past 3 weeks. Couldn't agree more. Could not agree with you more. My coworkers are losing their freaking minds. I work with a lot of researchers, and unfortunately, the government.
Can I speak with you a moment?
The government funds a tremendous amount of research, scientific research. And so, good people who are very smart are likely going to be losing research dollars, a lot of it. And they're worried about their patients. Of course, they're worried about their livelihoods. So there's that, and there's going to be some sensible pushback. I see it at work too. There's going to be pushback and sensible pushback on, like, okay, this particular executive order was a little bit too broad. Let's try and see if we can, use Congress to maybe, broaden that up a little bit, or widen it. Or I should say, like, narrow it down a little bit instead of being quite so broad. And that's going to happen. But when it comes to the media and their spin on it, I know this is a family channel, but tonight we're going to tell the media to go after self. The American people have had enough of their divisive bullshit. Absolutely enough of it already. You communist pieces of trash. You don't like this country? Go somewhere else. Like, really. Go somewhere else. I'm sick and tired. I was raised at a time where this country was great and people were proud to be Americans. We, for the most part, got along. For the most part, were willing to listen to each other's issues and try and work on it as best as we could. Now we're dealing with, a political divide so wide it hasn't been seen since we were fighting the Civil War. Racial divides that didn't exist until Obama started flapping his stupid gums about nonsense.
Take a moment of your time.
It's enough already, man. It's enough already. And then you see what happens when America, quote unquote, leads from behind. The world descends into absolute chaos. It's enough already. You don't like the country? Shut up or leave. We got work to do. We don't have time to spend on nut job ideas like, there's 89 frickin' genders. I'm sorry. It's enough already, okay? You had your time in the sunshine. Now crawl back under the rock you came from with these silly ideas. Ty, yeah, most research is government funded. It is. It really is. True, but government establishment is so huge and out of control, we have to pause much of it while the new administration sifts through and figures out what it needs to be fixed and removed. Ty, yeah, media is big. Really trying to come up with new ways to divide us so they can manipulate us and maintain the status quo. Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. That's where all of this nonsense is coming from, is stuff like that. It's enough already. So, All right. Anyway, we're here in Middle Earth, and it is good to be back. We're so back, baby. I got this hunter I'm working on with some quests out in the Chitwood. Let's go out there and Ty. All right, back out of the politics tangent. Sorry. No. Listen. Do not apologize at all in the slightest. It's great to talk about. It really is. And I don't shy away from conversations on this channel in the slightest bit. We talk about religion, we talk about politics, we talk about culture, we talk about everything. That's what it is. And you know, I'm not gonna shy away from that. What's somebody gonna do to me? You know? What's gonna happen? Was somebody gonna cancel me because I had a conversation they didn't like? What are you canceling? I've got 2 viewers right now and 165 followers that never show up for my live stream. Who's listening to me? No one. There's bigger fish to fry out there, my friend. So who cares? I don't. No big deal. Tears from harmful words. Yeah, exactly. Silliness. It's time to put everyone's time. It's time for everyone to put on their adult pants on. Whoa. Oh, it's a shootout. Turned her into a pincushion. Let's see, swing over here maybe. So, blindside. Swift range attack that can interrupt an enemy's actions. Quick shot. Trap setting. Okay, swift bow. Oh boy. I don't think I have anything to cleanse that. This does not bode well at all. Yeah. Not good. Not good. Yeah. Dang. Hits level 11 and bang. Gets a Wraith. No mercy. Zero mercy for those Wraiths in this game. Absolutely zero mercy. That Wraith came out of nowhere. I gotta figure out how to kill a Wraith with a hunter. I've never done it before. Yeah, another thing, let me head over here to the lumber camp real quick where it's safe. I never spent any of my class traits. Tie. Yellow line's good against raids. Okay. Hey, Jesse's back. What's going on, Jesse? Jesse redeemed random impression. Random impression. Okay. Give me a second. Let me pull out my list of impressions here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Here's my Chewbacca. Banhammer. Jesse. Yeah, I beat you to it, Ty. Yeah, I'm a little rusty on the old Chewbacca impression. I gotta do that a little bit more. I gotta warm up on my Chewbacca impression. My nephew Cole's probably like, "This is how my uncle acts in public." This is what he does. This is what he does. This is what 44 with married, a mortgage, and 2 kids looks like. Yeah. Ty, not sure if I can do that one. Normal view. Thought I could, but it was not getting the tooltip pop up to do it. Yeah. It's not easy. You'll get it. Oh, man. Coffee is just so good right now. True shot. Increases the target critical chance vulnerability of penetrating shot. Okay, so the target is more vulnerable to penetrating shots crit. Fast draw. Using quick shot grants a stacking buff which reduces the inductions of attacks. Oh. That's interesting. Draw weight. Increases damage for bow skills that require an induction. Okay. Swift and true. Increases swift bows damage per rank. Heart Seeker. A shot that cannot be missed, parried, evaded, or blocked. Ty, you seem to be getting a lot of those bots lately. Yeah. You know. What can I do? You know what? Maybe let's head back over to LOTRO HQ and take a quick look at what they suggest for a red line hunter. Trait trees. Okay. So basically, pretty much all these skills here I should be investing in. I think what I'll do is I'll dump these 5 skills into True Shot. And then that'll prime me for the second tier. I think that works. Working on my wit. All right. I know nothing, absolutely nothing about Hunter, so you gotta forgive me, folks. I'm gonna be a little slow. Be a little slow with it. About to hit level 12, though. Deep into the Chetwood. So, I've got this quest here. I'm gonna figure out what's what in these quests. Blackwold Thieves. Find Rurik's Master Key. I could do that. Hey! Jesse! Those bots are pretty annoying. The war never ends against them. Nah. It's ridiculous. What I find more annoying than those bots, though, are the ones you get on social media channels. I have an X account, and I'm always getting bots following me, and you can always tell it's a bot because it's, you know, it's basically, you know, it's basically like a porn bot. You know, it's some scantily clad woman in the profile picture with a URL that goes to, you know, some like live stream peep show in the bio. So I always make sure to block those accounts. Yeah, Jesse, I get those on Instagram. Yeah, Ty, click here to have your identity stolen. Yeah, exactly. Upload a phishing bot onto your phone and have it go through all of your open files. No thanks, bruh. Get a lot of that's what annoys me the most. I get a lot of that. It's slowed down recently though, which is good. I think I don't know. I'm not sure why it slowed down. I was kind of thinking like, well, you know, it's probably slowed down because maybe I'm not tweeting as much, or I've been around for a while, or maybe I've banned so much that the algorithm's kind of figuring it out. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Find the path. Increases your movement speed, also affecting nearby allies. Movement speed only increased while out of combat. Ty and Jesse are chatting with each other. That's nice. I like that. Oh, look at this guy. Sergeant Applewood. Jesse, have you played Guardian? Yeah, I have, and I like the Guardian very much. I do prefer Captain over Guardian though, for I guess just kind of like the gameplay style. But I normally what I do in MMOs is I tank. I like being a tank, so Guardian's a natural fit for me. But I get more of that paladin sort of feel coming off the Captain, especially with a sword and shield. So that's why I go Captain. I go Captain or I go home. My Captain's my main character. I play the these other characters. So I really like my Lore Master a lot. But if I'm being honest, I play the Lore Master and the Hunter just to kind of mix things up a little bit on the stream. It gives me, you know, a way to play the game without getting, you know, sick of the game. So sometimes you just kind of get, you know, stuck in a certain area. Oh boy, here comes another wraith. This is not going to work out well for me, I think. Good, man. Jesse, I'm usually playing tank in MMOs as well. World of Warcraft, I was a Blood Death Knight, and Final Fantasy 14, I was a Gunbreaker. What other MMOs do you play? So right now, I really don't play any other MMO other than LOTRO. However, I've played a lot of MMOs in the past. Final Fantasy 11 Online was my first MMO back in 2002, I think. And then everything okay? Oh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, my wife has entered the building. Yay! So, good. Yeah, so I played Final Fantasy 11 online then, and then when World of Warcraft came out, I was there the day that came out in November of 2004. I was online at not EB Games. It was GameStop in the mall. What else have I played? I was a huge fan of Rift, Star Wars The Old Republic, Elder Scrolls Online. So I ran a podcast for Elder Scrolls when Skyrim came out, and that rolled into an Elder Scrolls podcast when Elder Scrolls Online was announced. I got a chance to meet with developers from ZeniMax Online Studios and Bethesda as a result of the podcast, so I was very close with the developers while that game was being developed. So I had a really intimate relationship with Elder Scrolls Online from 2014 to 2019. So Elder Scrolls Online was very big for me. Played that for quite a while. And some of the smaller ones in between, I have some time in. A couple hours in EverQuest 2. Some MMOs I don't even think they're around anymore. Aeon. Played a little bit of that. That was a wild one. What's that? The one that we were playing recently? Oh, Guild Wars 2. Yeah, we got a couple hours of Guild Wars 2. Ty, I saw someone in World Chat last night saying he was thinking about suing SSG. He now has PTSD flashbacks every time that purple mist light starts appearing near his character in game. This was on Angmar, of course. I think we know how he feels. Yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to feel a little jittery now that my hunter got smashed by these wraiths twice. Where the heck is this guy? Oh, here we are. Jesse, Rift mentioned, has PTSD flashbacks. I love that game. Back in the day.
What can I do for you?
What can I do for you? Ty, yeah, Rift was great at first. It really was. It had such a unique soul system. It was just so good. Jesse, I always go for the Undying title, so I'm always super paranoid until I hit 20. Yeah, I've never hit it. I've never hit it. It's never. I've never really it never really meant anything to me until recently. So I'm hoping I get it one of these days. It had so much potential, man. Then the devs just. I need a drink, says Jesse. Yeah. Tryon back in the day. You know, I think Rift would have done better had Tryon not diverted its attention to the other MMOs it was coming out with. They did that one game that they did a dual launch. It was an MMO and they did a TV show at the same time. I forgot the name of it. It's like these they had these hell bugs in there. And you were shooting these I forgot the name of it. Yeah, Defiance, that was it. Yeah, Defiance. Wow, Ty with the lore drop. Ty. Tryon did expand too fast, I think. Yeah, I think that was Jesse. It's even worse since I'm playing on Fearless 3. Oof. And then Trove. So Defiance crashed and burned hard. Ty, I loved the first season. Yeah, I got one or two episodes into it, and then I couldn't watch it too much. I was a busy guy. Between the NYPD, actively dating, the woman I now married, and running a podcast organization at the time, I really had no time for TV at all. So, I kind of missed out on the TV show, but I did like the first episode or two that I watched. The game was just horrible. It was really terrible. Although to this day, if I log into my Rift account, I still have that Hellbug mount. And then Trove. They did Trove after that, which is still around. Jesse, if they had focused on Rift, it would have been a truly unique game that would have stood the test, that would have stood toe-to-toe with other MMOs of its day. Yeah, I believe that. It had such a great first year. The first year of Rift was really good. I mean, it had its issues the first 3 months, first 6 months. It had really again with these shadowy wraiths. Come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah. Wow, man, that's some terrible RNG for you. No, no bueno. No bueno. Yeah. Sucks, Jesse. Really sucks. Ty, yeah, and the game could have been great, but they never fixed the horrific lag. Nah. Not good. Ty, man, gonna start calling you Nandas the way you're spawning raids tonight. Does Nandas get a lot of raids? Oh man. It's because he's Australian. Jesse, this happened to me the other day on my rune night. Man, I just looked at, I just booked it. Ty, Defiance lag. Ty, I like that game too, but the lag made it completely unplayable. The housing system in Rift was really fun too. But its first raid, River of Souls, that went over like gangbusters, man. People loved that. The River of Souls raid from Rift was really good. Where I think you did you actually go and fight Alsbeth for that? Yeah, I think you fought her, and then later in the next raid that came out, I think you worked on the green dragon. I forgot what his name was. Oh, there goes the bear. Ty, yeah, Rift story I thought was pretty damn good. I like the Rift, says Jesse, and if you didn't close them, they would send a literal army to attack the towns. Yeah, I forgot what they call those. The invasions. The Rift invasions. You know what I need? I need a stun. I don't think I have a stun on this. Oh, wait, I have one, but I gotta... Focus. Before combat, rapidly increase your focus. Okay, but that does nothing for me if I'm in combat. It seems like this class is very much about starting the fight. Like, if you don't start the fight with this class, you may not win the fight. And I'm sure that's just the way it is at low levels. I'm sure later on it's much better, but not happy about this. Ty, I never did the raids. Ty, not a raider. That's Redline for you. Really? So that's like a massive issue with Redline hunters? I wonder if maybe I should be going a different color. Redline hunters really only for group content, in my humble opinion. Well, what would you recommend as a variant of the hunter? What's like the best? What like yellow? Think the yellow line is a good solo? Man, I am smashing these virtue traits today. What is going on? I never get virtue traits this fast. Just crushing deeds left and right here. I got 2,000 virtue for that. Man, something going on right here. Something going on. Don't look good. Hunter, red line. Okay, confidence. What's the next one? Yellow's good for wraiths. Traps are powerful. Endurance, stances, good defensive. Blue might be okay for kiting. Red, I would shy away from myself due to lack of mobility and long inductions. All right, well, that's everything I hate right now in my gameplay. Long inductions, lack of mobility. So maybe it's best I go home and rethink my life. You don't want to sell me death sticks. I don't want to sell you death sticks. You want to go home and rethink your life. I want to go home and rethink my life. I could smash this respecialize button. 15 silver pieces. I think I can afford that. Red is just stand still from long distance and throw nukes. Throwing nukes. Tossing those red belly betties. Fun, but makes for challenging solo content tough. All right, so I'm going to try and knock out this quest and maybe head over to a spot that's a little safer. And maybe respec. Wow, I just one-shot that dude. Bruh. You got one shot, bruh. 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 Alright, I'm going to set a trap here. Let's put a maggot hole in your belly. And fire away. Got him. Got him. Got him. There he goes. Yeah, raiding usually is just so time consuming with so much preparation for so little gain, in my opinion. Yeah, raiding be like that. It can definitely be like that. You gotta, in my opinion, you know, the raid game, you gotta. You can't have a lot of, you know, responsibilities at home. You know, it's hard to be an active raider in a video game with, you know, a family and a mortgage, you know, full-time job. You kind of have to figure out a different way to enjoy an MMO when, you know, you're building a family. Conversely, you can also be just a really terrible parent and spouse and just, you know. No, not another wraith. Oh no. Oh. No. Oh. Ah. He got me. Jesse redeemed only Lord of the Rings quotes. This is always a hard one for me. Only Lord of the Rings quotes. And I feel like I've never really found my stride with this particular turn-in. I'm thinking. I just can't seem to get out there. I'm so frustrated over this. I'm sorry, Jesse. I'm completely drawing a blank. He says, and so it begins. Ty, progression rating is the worst. Unless you have no life in the game. LOTRO rating does seem to be a bit more relaxed on lower tiers, though. Ty, dance streamer. Jesse, just do some Gollum. Oh, okay. I could do that. I could do some Gollum. What would be super impressive? Not for right now. If I got down that moment when he's talking to himself. Yeah. I think I could practice that. I could practice that and get that. Yeah, I could get that real good. That moment when Gollum is talking to himself in Two Towers. And what? I gotta move in my chair. I would have, like move left and right to the camera.
No, Master takes care of us now. Where would you be without me, Gollum? Gollum, we survived because of me. Not anymore. What? Master takes care of us now. Master looks after us. Leave now and never come back. Leave now and never come back. We tell him to go away, and away he goes. Gone, gone, gone. Smeagol is free. What did you say?
Ty. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard!
What did you say?
They're taking the hobbits to Isengard! God, 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 God! Jesse, that what?
What?
Thanks. That's a lot of fun for me to do. It never gets old. I gotta redo that only Lord of the Rings quotes button because it stumps me every single time and I dread it. Because I just don't know what to do. When I put that in there, I envisioned that I was going to be like looking at the screen and be like, okay, I could just like talk about what I'm seeing in like Lord of the Rings quotes, which I could normally do if I'm by myself. I know a sizable amount of the Fellowship of the Ring script. But then I feel all this pressure when I'm live and I can't kick it off. It's so I gotta change that button. What do you guys think I could like redo that button to? I gotta change it. Jesse, use that on your wife whenever you don't hear what she says. Blah, 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 blah.
What? Take the trash outside because it's dark and Smeagol's afraid. What did you say?
So, what do you think I can change the only Lord of the Rings quotes button to? What do you think? What are some ideas? Anyone have any ideas on what that could go? Currently, the button says only Lord of the Rings quotes. What would be an upgrade? What would be better? And I'm thinking as well. What's this knock button next to my stream? Call into your own stream? Call into a stream? What is that? I've never seen that. Never seen that before. What new devilry is this? Jesse, are you good at doing Snarf impersonations from Thundercats? We can have Gollum and Snarf for redeem.
Snarf! Snarf! I know, Snarf!
I never actually watched Thundercats, so I can't really do Snarf all that well. Beyond what I just did, I think I'd be at a loss. That'd be great though if we can get like a Snarf Smeagol Gollum dialogue. Like what
is it? What is it, Precious? Does it taste good?
Snarf doesn't taste good at all.
What did you say?
Snarf said he doesn't taste good at all. Snarf.
It's interesting for someone who might be new in the chat room to come in and take it and hear this. Like, what the hell did I just click on? What on earth? Okay, back out of this one. Isn't there? What did I just click on? Who is this idiot? Let me go see. Let me go see if I could find some half-dressed woman with sitting on a plastic see-through chair with a camera underneath her. Oh yeah, that's a popular thing on Twitch. Yeah, no, that's a popular thing on Twitch. There are girls on Twitch that will dress in like super skin tight clothing, put their makeup on in front of the webcam, and sit on a clear plastic chair with another webcam underneath them. Jesse, that's a thing? That's a thing. Ty, could have gone a lifetime without knowing that. Yeah, I know. They gotta hustle, that's for sure. So, yeah, it's a thin line between a hustle and a hustler, right? Oh yeah, they know it. They know they're selling their bodies. It's millennial digital prostitution. Jesse, absolute degeneracy. Yeah, it's It's really sad. What kills me more is that we have women these days that feel as if that's all they can, like that's the best of themselves that they can contribute to in order to earn money, and that they're desperate enough to do that because they need money. That's a massive failure in Western culture these days. We have utterly failed young men and young women in Western culture, and it's heartbreaking. It really is. So, let's take a look at these different trait panels here. I picked Redline because, you know, they call it the Bowmaster. But you know, it says long range hunter dealing great damage. I was like, all right, cool. Let's go with that. But maybe I'd be happier with this one here. Huntsman, mobile, harassing, and mid-ranged hunter. A mid-ranged mobile harasser who deals sustained damage while free to move. They unload rapid volleys, dealing damage quickly. Yeah, I think that might be my jam here. Trapper of foes uses AoE and CC range skills to hinder foes. Let's try the Huntsman. Let's go with that. Go blue line hunter. Strong draw. Increases damage for skills that consume focus. Impact arrows. Increases range damage. Well, I'm going to dump 5 points into that immediately. And what's this that unlocked? Press onward. Earns the skill point. Press onward. Press onward. Quickly heals a great deal of morale and grants a short movement buff while in combat. Well, that sounds like that's going to be really helpful for me when fighting a wraith. Quick shot has a chance to deal additional focus. Split shot. Loses multiple arrows at once, hitting several targets in a small area. Improved intent concentration. Adds a power, restore, and reduces the cooldown of intent concentration. I don't know what that is. Hey, Speedo! Thank you very much for the follow. You're now a member of the tavern. What does that mean? Well, guess what? When I go live, you're going to know about it, but also you get some really awesome icons. Emojis. As a follower. So thank you so much for the follow, and enjoy those emojis. By the way, for those who are new to the chat room, I stream Monday through Friday from 11 p.m. till 1. And also, going to start streaming Dungeons and Dragons now on Fridays. Looking forward to doing that. Jesse, this is one I'm drinking after talking about Rift and Twitch nonsense. Yeah, amen. Amen to that, brother. The rainbow animated mug is one of my favorite emojis. That's a good one. Barbed arrow. Now what is that? I got a new skill here. Scouring blow. Another one over here. Barrage. Penetrating shot. Quick shot. So quick shot has a chance to generate 1 additional focus. I think maybe my skills are in not in a good order here. Maybe I should lead with quick shot. %, with 5 in it. I think maybe I'll put, for now, I'll put 3 ranks into quick shot focus, giving me that 12% quick shot bonus focus application chance. And then I'll put 2 points into this so I could do 10% more damage for bow skills that consume focus. Wait, what is this? Increase the morale gain of press onward. Oh, maybe I should do that, considering I'm up against it with these raids. 10% press onward heal. Yeah, that sounds actually really good. All right, let's give this a try. And now what is this? That's the skill press onward. All right, and that's what, 9. Barrage. So I don't want my second button to be an interrupt. Bless you. Quick attack that deals more damage each time that it's used. Barrage. Okay, let's do that. Swift bow. 2 missiles in rapid succession. Scouring blow. What does this do? Melee attack. Dealing additional damage if the enemy suffers from barbed arrow. So maybe I should put that next to barbed arrow. Ty. Hydrate. Jesse. Reminds me of a drink from Deep Rock Galactic. What's that? I don't know what that is. Deep Rock Galactic? Let me spin around and grab some water or seltzer or something from my my mini fridge. Yeah, you want some? I'm sure I do. Indeed, I do. You got to come over here and get it from me, though. Yeah. You could do it. You could do it. Come on over here. What's that? Nothing. Nothing much. Blind side is an interrupt. All right, so maybe I'll do it like that. There we go. And find the path. Increases your movement speed, also affecting nearby allies. Okay. All right, cool. Jesse. Deep Rock Galactic. It's a fun game where you play as a dwarf and go to collect minerals while giant insects try to end you. Is that on Steam? Can I get that on Steam? Ty, I can't read the micro font. What's your hunter's name? Brennan. Brennan the Wary. I have lime and grapefruit, hon. What do you? Okay, well, here. That. Jesse says, yeah, it's on Steam, sci-fi based. And each dwarf can do specific things like create platforms or zip lines or dig really, really good with the driller arms. Oh, I might have to check it out. Has it been around a while? I've never heard it before. Alright, so this version of the Hunter is supposed to be a lot more mobile, which is what I would prefer. Uh-oh, another Wraith. Come on, man, really? Ah! Shoot. Well, I think I lasted about half a second longer than I normally would have. Jesse, how do you get so many raids? Man, I'm just not lucky tonight with this at all. I normally don't get this many raids. This is in one gameplay I might fight one or two, 3 at the most. I mean, this has been like 5 or 6. Craziness.
Insanity.
Princess Bride.
The cliffs of insanity.
Look, there he is. I'm gonna pick a fight with him. Man, I need that cooldown. That cooldown on the on press onward needs to be faster. If I had a faster cooldown on that, I think I would have gotten him this time. What button? Oh, you got an idea for the button? Do a what? A line or two?
Grima and Gandalf.
Yeah.
You know, they could request like for you to act out in a scene.
A scene?
Yeah.
It'd have to be like specific though. I would have to give like specific scenes that I can do. That would be because I don't have, you know, all the scenes dialogue memorized for all the movies, so I would have to what is so if I turn that button into a request and an impression for a scene, then what I could do is put down, like, I could give those options. Mm. Give dialogue. Have the chat room give me the dialogue. I don't know. Well, I don't really like it too much because it relies on the chat room, you know, knowing that information and then giving it to me, or it doesn't. I also don't like it because I feel like it would add like a lot of pressure. So I don't know. It seems like it'd be a lot of pressure. Ty redeemed sing mode, by the way. I'm not a fan of that idea. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I think we could do better. However, while I think, I shall take another drink. And come up with another idea. Jesse in the chat room says, man's dropping bars, end quote. Little does he know there's a tickle and a pain deep inside my throat. When sing mode is activated, I rarely make a rhyme. But not all the time. Well, that's enough of that fun. Ty, maybe just have some selected passages from Lord of the Rings, Hobbit, Silmarillion bookmarked and make it a random Tolkien passage or some such. Oh, hey, thanks, Ty. Ty invited me back into the kin in which I am the leader of. So that's good to know I'm welcome. Yeah, Jesse, we have a kin. It's called the Vanguard. We do dungeons. We also have a kin house. Oh! Another. I am getting crushed with these raids. Great. As if that weren't enough. Now I'm also fighting a wolf. Yeah, Jesse, you need someone to be your bodyguard. That wraith is sniffing me. Creepy. Joe Biden wraith. Sorry. At least Jesse thought that was funny.
I'm sorry. There's images of the dude sniffing kids. You know, all right. It's fair game. All right. It's a fair game joke. I don't want to hear it. It's fair game.
Yes, but that's because he's their grandfather. Yes. It's even creepier when you're sniffing a 13-year-old girl in the halls of Congress and you've never met her before.
That's worse.
That's fair. That's definitely fair.
I know. That's why I said it's fair game.
That's not normal behavior, man.
Go walking up and start sniffing kids. Who sniffs kids? Kid sniffer.
Kid sniffer.
Ty, Wraith Apocalypse of Middle Earth. Jesse, we do dungeons. Sold. Jesse, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to join our kin. It's not like it's an elite group of dungeoneers. In fact, I don't really think we talk to each other. So there's not much that happens in the kin. I know there's one group that I think they're fairly active. Beyond that, so Ty, Caldor. We've got some people in the kin that haven't logged in a real long time. In fact, at this point, I think it's most people. Should probably do a purge. It's some people in this kin haven't logged in almost 200 days. Should probably a little bit of a purge there. Jesse, oh, I'm stealing that. Ty, I still don't understand how any parent would bring their child to meet the creepy hair sniffer. Yeah, I think they found themselves in a position that they didn't think they'd be in. Ty, yeah, not much kin activity recently. I know. Jesse, I'll be on in a short while and join. Well, you're more than welcome to. Title awarded. Brennan dies to wraiths a lot. That could be it. Let's see. Been on for an hour and a half. I should probably run an ad. Stretch. Yeah, probably set 180 day no login policy. That sounds fair, Ty. All right. I'm going to take a break. I'll be right back. And in the meantime, this masked beaver is bullying me. Just get rid of him real quick. Gotta watch out for these beavers around here in the Chetwood. Ty, stand up to bullies. I'm gonna just go where I'm now most comfortable, which is the resurrection circle. Park somewhere safe. Yeah, it doesn't get much more safe than here. I'm gonna hang out here. Yeah, home. I know, right? This is my circle, and I maintain it.
This is where the wraiths send me. If I get too far out into the chat. Well, that is what is annoying the hell out of me right now. Is I have been trying to get to this quest over here. And all these wraiths that are dropping, I can't get past them. It's driving me nuts. Alright, so I'm going to, I'll be right back. We're gonna run a little ad, so now's a good time to stretch and do your thing. We're gonna do a 3-minute ad break, folks. Tres minutos. See you soon. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that extended wait period, folks. Could not have been avoided. All right. So let's get back into it. You know, I was thinking, since I have a Gollum impression button, maybe I swap out the only Lord of the Rings quotes button for a Gandalf impression button. That seems like kind of like a natural. Thanks, Ty. Ty says, welcome back. What do you think, folks? What do you think of that idea? Try it out. Ty. Theoden coughed. What would be fun? Oh, that is fun. So, I do actually have a list of characters that I can do impressions of. So you're saying, like, have a list of 20 of them and then, like, roll a d20, and then that's the one that I do. Yeah. Well, yeah, it would. So maybe like the random impression button would end up being like a roll. You know, we could do like a roll a d20 or a d10 on the screen. That might be fun as an extra thing to do for the random impression button. So I could ask the chat room, like, pick a character, or I could roll a d20 for you. I don't know if I can do. I'll have to really think about it. I don't know if I could do 20 characters that are not Lord of the Rings. Yeah, but I don't know if there's 20 characters that I can do. You're doing it right now, huh? Okay. Figuring it out. She's my stream manager, guys. She's got it. Ty, maybe 20 specific impressions across fewer characters. You're already at 5? 6? I have a list here of a few. There's 9 on this list. If I thought about it, I could probably add to it as well. Yeah, Ty is saying, but then it's the same as the random impressions. So you're saying the non-random impression button would be So you're saying the random impression button would become a non-Lord of the Rings random impression button. And then a second button for only Lord of the Rings impressions, but you roll for it. And you would roll like, I mean, it doesn't have to be a D20. It could be like a D10 or a D6. You know? Yeah, see if you could do, see if you can, if you, I can't even think of 20 characters in Lord of the Rings I could do impressions of, but you have more faith in me than I do in myself, so. Yeah, this blue line hunter feels more in line with what it is I kind of want out of this. These swords desperately need to be swapped out. Terrible. Oh my gosh, I finally made it in here. Alright, where's that? Is this it? No, that's not it. Ah, come on, man. Oh, man. I just thought I felt something crawling on my leg. Don't you hate when that happens? Put a trap down. There. Nice. Uh-oh. You got 20 characters? Speaking of which, Ty just redeemed random impression, and he wants me to do Theoden doing the battle charge at the Battle of Pelennor Fields. Arise! Arise, rioters of Theoden! Fell deeds awake! Fire and slaughter! Spears shall be shaken! Shields shall be splintered! A sword day! A red day! Ere the sun rises! Ride now! Ride now! Ride to Gondor! The police coming to my house now. Ty, best ever. Thanks for providing that, Ty. That was good. That was nice. Yeah, let me see your list.
Okay. Now the last two, I decided which one to put, like, number 19 is random extra.
Okay, so the last two is a random extra. So you've got 18.
No, I have 20.
You have 20.
19 is a random extra, like that little girl says.
Papa says, Anthony's too. We cannot ride Anthony. He's too big for us.
So you could pick, random extra. And
What's up, Nandaz?
then 20 is any random orc or
Okay, so number 20 is any random orc or urukai. Okay, so number 19 is a random extra in Lord of the Rings. And then number 20 is any random orc or urukai.
I'm starving. I ain't eat nothing but maggoty bread for 3 stinking days.
Yeah. What about them? They're fresh.
What we got here?
This is the list. This is the list of the impressions. So this is what my wife Jenny is saying. Jesse's saying hi, Ty's saying hail. Nandaz in the chat room. Greetings, team. How are we all? Good. Let's give Nandaz a shout out, and then we'll catch him up to speed on the conversation going on here. Hopefully, yeah, there we go. Okay. Connection lost to the server. No flippin' bueno. They heard I'm an American First streamer, so they kicked me, and that's what happened. We can't banned from LOTRO. We can't have these America First Trump supporting LOTRO streamers on our channel. Get them out of here. Banned. Out with the trash. So give Nandaz a follow, folks. If you're not already following him, he usually he starts streaming around 1 a.m. our time. He's Australian, so give him a follow. He's a brand new LOTRO streamer. He's a lot of fun. Does a beautiful job running out there and engaging the chat room and doing his quests. So Nandaz, let me get you up to speed on what we're chatting about here. So I'm thinking what I want to do is I want to get rid of the only Lord of the Rings quotes button. And I want to replace it with something else. Now my wife, Jenny, she has a suggestion. She says, have 2 random impression buttons. One random impression button is a random impression, and it's just a a random impression of non Lord of the Rings characters, and I'll spell that out. I'll say non Lord of the Rings random impression. This next button is a button that is only Lord of the Rings impressions, and there's a list of 20. And what we do is we have someone roll a d20 in the chat room, or I'll roll a d20. And then whatever that lands on, it comes off this list of 20 characters. So Jenny wrote up a list of 20 Lord of the Rings characters that she believes I can do impressions of. I don't think there's 20 characters in Lord of the Rings I can do impressions of, but she says she's heard me do all of these characters. Okay, starting with Gandalf. You left Gollum off. Yeah, okay, that was smart because I've got a Gollum button. Gandalf. Bilbo. Have I done a Bilbo impression?
Not on the stream, but I've certainly heard all of these people in our kitchen.
You've heard all of these people in our kitchen. I'd have to think about Bilbo a little bit. I've got to get rid of these relatives hanging on the bell to give them a moment's peace. Nandas, hello. Oh my gosh, with the bits. Thank you so much for the bits. Nandas just gave me 300 bits. Oh my gosh, we just made a new goal.
But I can't carry you!
Yes!
Come on!
Thank you, Nandas. That was very generous. You don't have to do that, man. Thank you so much. So Jesse. Woo! Bilbo. Okay, so I think I could probably I could squeeze out a Bilbo every now and again, like a hot fart. So am I, dear boy. So am I. Frodo. I could probably do Frodo. Sam, yeah. Pippin. Pippin might be a little rough. Merry, yeah. Very few lines I have to practice with. Sauron. Whom do you serve?
Saruman.
It would be wise, my friend. Yeah, I could definitely do a Sauron. Sauron? When have I done? Does Sauron speak in Lord of the Rings?
He talks to Frodo.
He talks to. I don't know about that one. The mouth of Sauron. Legolas. I don't know about Sauron. Sauron might be a miss. Legolas. Taking the hobbits to Isengard. Let's see. Hold on. Where's that coming from? I don't even know. I'm hearing beeps. I'm not sure where it's from. Yeah, Ty, the mouth of Sauron, the Witch King. That might be maybe the Witch King. Nandas. What about that goblin that pokes his head through the door in the mines of Moria?
I forgot Boromir and Faramir.
Boromir, Faramir. Yeah, but they're very generic. They're generic dudes.
Alright, fine. Well, they're not on there, so.
Let's see. Legolas, Gimli. Gimli I could definitely do. Gimli. Arwen. Arwen. That's a joke impression. That's not even a real. Im Arwen. Frodo. What's this? A ranger caught off his guard? Aragorn, take me here among the Ethelas plant. You mean Kingsfoil? Ah, it's a weed. Eowyn. All right. I could definitely do Treebeard.
Tree? I am no tree. I am an ant. Talk.
King Theoden. Grima. Aemir. Aemir's another one like Faramir and Boromir's. Like he's just random dude voice. You know? Yeah. I'm not saying no. I'm just saying like it would be like a very deep. I see. Okay. Galadriel. Another like. You know what's good about the difference between Arwen and Galadriel's voice? They're very slow voices, but like they're like incredibly intentionally slow. But Arwen's very breathy. She's like breathing her hot bacon breath all over Aragorn's face. Where the line where so at the mirror of Galadriel where she looks out the corner of her eye and I too know what it is and what did she say? I too know for I know too what it is in your mind. For it is also in my mind. Instead of a Dark Lord, you will have a queen! Not terrible, but beautiful! Stronger than the foundations of the earth! This is my husband, Celeborn. I ignore him, too. You didn't make... Celeborn did not make... Celeborn didn't make it to the list because he's got exactly 2 lines. Aemir, Galadriel, the Witch King. I feel like that's going to be just a lot of squeaking. And then a random extra. Papa says we cannot ride. Anthony must not ride it off. He's too big for us. And then any random orc or urkai. This is a really great list. This is a fantastic list. I like it a lot. That's a good one. That's a solid list. Nandas, Frodo. Chill. Galadriel. Damn. Hey, Lady of Arwen's in the chat room. Jesse redeemed a random impression. So we're gonna so here's the old Yep. Oh, the baby's calling for you. All right. I'm gonna do the Batman. I'm gonna do the Batman impression. Yeah. The problem with Batman is I try and think of like something different other than I'm Batman. I always try and do like a little thing between him and Superman. Superman's my favorite. So the Superman voice is pretty much my own voice. It's I'm Superman. Very very like down but straight kind of. But then you got to have the gravelly tone to it, and that becomes Batman. So Superman would be like, Bruce, I need you to, I need your help over here, and then then Batman would jump in like, Clark, not all of us can fly. You don't need my help, Clark. I'm Batman. I need to get a, what I need to do is I get some good old Batman lines. Some like decent, well-known Batman lines. That'd be great. So, sure I could find some good. inspiring Batman quotes. 75 essential Batman quotes from comics. Nandas. Hi. Bye. Okay. Here's a good Batman quote. Quote. I want you to remember, Clark, in all the years to come, in your most private moments, I want you to remember my hand at your throat. I want you to remember the one man who beat you. Here's another good one. Are you dense? Are you retarded or something? Who the hell do you think I am? I'm the goddamn Batman. These must be from the comics. Well, there you go. Jesse, there's your random impression. We did Batman. Yeah. So, yeah. Nandaz, are you streaming tonight? Or today, I should say. Oh, stretch. Ugh. Okay. I don't even know. Is Nanda streaming? Is he gonna stream today? So let me know. Let me know if you're gonna stream. Alright, back to Comb. Thanks for that redeem, Jesse. Ty, good evening, Lady of Arwen. Yeah, she had to duck out because the baby started crying. So, she had to duck out, take care of her. She'll be back though. Tomorrow night, I am thinking about, instead of streaming LOTRO, thinking about streaming my D&D setup for Friday. Would you guys be interested in checking that out? Probably going to be finishing up my my character sheets with Jenny. Probably putting together a dungeon on the stream as well, and it may end up being a rather late one. So, got max power on this one. Ty, check your mail. Jesse, I'm down. Cool. All right. I got mail? I got mail. Mail! From Ty Thier. Oh my gosh. Be it known, your woeful performance against the Wraith minions of the enemy has brought shame to all hunters and the free peoples of Middle-earth. Please accept this equipment in the hope it will aid your efforts in the war against Sauron and his minions. May the Valar keep you. Oh my gosh, Ty, that was very generous of you. Wow. Look at this. I wear it with pride, my friend. Oh my goodness. Let's take a look at its medium armor, agility, vitality, tactical mitigation. Man, I am loving this. Oh, read the greeting. Would I skip that? I mean, come on. Not only am I going to read it, but I'm going to keep it. That's incredible. I like I love little little tokens like this in game. It really is very special. Thank you so much. And the gear is so cool. Let's drop these in. You didn't have to do this, man. This is very kind of you. You went out of your way just to make me things, to make my pitiful my pitiful hunter just a little bit stronger. A lot stronger, actually. Unreal. Rings. Fine amethyst ring of tactics. That's nice. And then, what is this? For the wrist. Wow. Welcome back, hon. So, Ty created all this new gear for my hunter. Yeah, he made a full set of gear, weapons, and jewelry. The whole bit. Yeah. Thank you so much. Wow, he looks awesome. He looks really good. Holy smokes. The tie should feel more powerful now. Yeah. Dear Wraithbait. Wraithbait. He attached a love letter to it. You got to hear this. Dear Wraithbait, be it known your woeful performance against the Wraith minions of the enemy has brought shame to all hunters and the free peoples of Middle-earth. Please, accept this equipment in hopes it'll aid your efforts in the war against Sauron and his minions. May the Valar keep you. Sincerely, Tythir, hunter of the free peoples of Angmar. Thank you so much. That is great. Hey, for folks who are in the chat room who might be new here, I want to welcome you. This is the Paladin's Tavern. My name is Joe. And I stream Monday through Friday at 11 p.m. Eastern until 1 a.m. The occasional stream as well in the afternoon here in LOTRO. Fridays, starting this Friday, and Fridays after that, we're going to be streaming, and when I say we, I mean my wife and I, Jenny. We're going to be streaming Dungeons & Dragons. Not DDO, not Dungeons & Dragons Online. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's a great game, and I love it. I got a 15 Paladin over there. Yeah, I have a level 15 Paladin in DDO. You heard it here first. And I love him. He's great. But pen and paper, Dungeons & Dragons. We're going to be hanging out in 5th edition, playing our own campaign that I'm making, and we're starting out at level 1 characters with a twist. Really looking forward to revealing some of those twists with you in the story. And the last Friday of every month, guess what? If you're a subscriber to the Paladin's Tavern Twitch channel, we're going to invite you and another person, another subscriber, to a one-shot D&D campaign every Friday, last Friday of the month. So just trying to bring extra value to those who use their free Prime subs here on this Twitch channel. Just want to give you extra value. So if you're not following And then all that sounds good, smash that follow button. We've got a whole host of fun emojis for you to unlock. And if you're a subscriber, you get access to a ton of our animated emojis. Plus, if you want to join us for D&D, the last Friday of every month as a subscriber, you'll get an invitation for our one-shot. Ty, DDO would be cool too. Yeah, I've actually kind of thought about streaming some DDO every now and again. Jesse, I was thinking about checking out DDO at some point. It's an old game, but it's a good one. I enjoy playing it. I haven't heard back from Nandaz. Nandaz, are you there? Are you planning on streaming tonight? Hopefully he's back. His stream is offline? Yeah. Okay. I want to do one of these days I want to do a stream together with Nandaz. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Jesse, I played a few times, but I'm bad at it. What, DDO or pen and paper Dungeons and Dragons? Alright, so now I have to defeat Skunkwood. Skunkwood. No. Here we go. Heading out. It's been raining in this area for a while. Jesse, D&D pen and paper here and there. I just like to roll click clacks and watch things happen. You know, how can I put this in a way that I'm trying to figure out how to put this in a way that's there's lots and lots of ways to play Dungeons and Dragons, and I refuse to believe that someone could be bad at that game. I think there are dungeon masters who aren't very creative, and that can hinder how players in that game how successful they are at it. But let me put it to you this way. My father is a Vietnam era Marine Corps veteran. And he does not have a lot of imagination to spare. He is a really straightforward guy. Creative. But when it comes to, coming up with, like, let's say, fantasies or anything of that sort, he doesn't really like it. He's not a fan of it. When Lord of the Rings came out and in theaters, and he saw how big of a fan I was becoming of it, he asked me a very simple question. Why does everyone have big hairy feet? And I had to answer him with, well, that's just the way, those are just hobbits. Hey, look at that! I finally downed a wraith! The death of that wraith was sponsored by Ty in our chat room. Thank you, Ty. Thank you very much. So my father's really not, the most imaginative person on Earth. He loved playing Dungeons and Dragons. I got a chance to DM a session with my father and my mother. My wife was there. She was playing as well, and we were having a good time. My dad was not so interested. He wasn't sure about this idea. I told him, come on, Dad. You know, everyone else wants to play. It'll be a good time. He was like, I kind of had to drag him into it. An hour into it, my father played a two-handed axe-wielding barbarian. Because of course he did. And at the end, I'll never forget. I asked my father this question. I said, "All right, Dad, what do you want to do?" Looks at me stone cold in my eyes and tells me, "I throw my axe." So, do you remember this, son?
Yes.
You remember this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I throw my axe at his left arm and I cut it off, and then I throw my
Right.
other axe at his right arm and cut that.
That's right. He did. He had a whole narrative, but he was like, I throw my axe at his left arm and I cut that off, and then I go and pick it up and then I throw the axe again. Like, he had a whole thing. I had to like slow him down. Like, whoa, hold on a second here. You get one action per turn right now. Okay. You gotta, it's like you didn't even know if you hit him. You gotta roll to see if you hit him, and then if you hit him, you gotta roll to see what your damage is. Oh, all right, okay. I throw my axe. So I gotta tell you, Jesse. You know, there aren't, in my opinion, as a dungeon master, there aren't bad players. There's bad DMs. That's my opinion on the matter. So I don't think the fact is that you're not good at the game. I just think that maybe you had some sort of issue going on there with the dungeon master, who somehow could not bring the game to you in a way that was going to be enjoyable. Ty's laughing. You like that story? Yeah, Jesse, that's the most Marine character ever. Yeah, yeah. A double a two-handed axe wielding barbarian. Jesse, my DMs don't like me most of the time because I like to explore and find more lore bits. What? Are you freaking serious? Ty, Semper Fi. That's... I'm... like kind of like broke my brain a little bit here. Like, that's what DMs want. DMs want players to ask them about the worlds that they created. They write these they're known for writing these obnoxiously long backstories about their worlds, and players are kind of known for just wanting hack and slash campaigns, and they never ask about anything, and they burn bridges all the time. It sounds to me like you'd be the perfect D&D player. No, man. No, I don't know what happened. I'm sorry you had that experience, Jesse. But yeah, most DMs work really hard on world creation. And as a result, like, they want that hard work to, be recognized. So they love it when players start asking about little things here and there. And I do that in my own. I have in my campaigns always exist in one world, and it could be, one campaign could happen. If you're in one campaign, and then, so how should I put it? If we play two different campaigns, right? It's always going to be in the same world that I created, Airn. But you might be playing aired in one era versus a different era. So one campaign you're playing, the next campaign that you play after that might be, in far into the past or far into the future. And oftentimes what I'll do is I'll seed those campaigns with Easter eggs. And one major MacGuffin that I had in one campaign with my wife and a friend of mine, Ian, was this book. It was a Necronomicon, and some time later, my wife and I just kind of felt like doing a one shot. And I don't remember what this was for. It might have been for maybe her birthday or for something else. But we did a one-shot where she had a character, and we went into a tower. And the tower used to be an old library that became ruined over time and sank. And there were some books in there still. And once she got to the very bottom of this tower. And this wasn't like the, oh no, yeah, it was the main focus of the story. Her character found the Necronomicon, so it ended up being that the Necronomicon that our other characters were trying to destroy in one campaign, her character in a one shot had unearthed it from a ruined library and kind of brought it back into the world. So I'm often doing little things like that. So Nandas is asking Ty about prior service. Jesse's saying I've only had one DM so far that liked the way I play my characters. Jesse, again, I'll usually ask questions to understand how X thing happened or about how NPC's background. Yeah, that should be welcomed by DMs. I don't know why they don't like that. Ty, being open about his prior service, said, I served 6 years on active duty. Wow. Nandas, respect, brother. Ty, many moons ago, and thank you, sir. Yeah, thank you for your service, Ty. Thank you very much. Lady of Arwen, thank you for your service to Ty. Nandas, are you streaming to I was gonna say tonight, but it's really today on your end. Are you streaming? And if so, when? Jesse, I'm also on my Runekeeper if anyone can let me on the kin. Name is Salvis. Jesse Salvis. Ty, if you're not in a position to do that, I can log in on my on my main and bring him in. Nandas, no, my friend, I'm not. Resuming Friday, Thursday, U.S. Saturday. Okay. All right, just want to make sure. You can get it in a minute, says Ty. All right. As long as you don't mind. Okay. Let's see what Ellie Cutleaf's got to say.
How can I service?
How can I be of service? Nandoz. Yeah, I couldn't get on earlier this week. Work was full on, but I'll be making up for it next week, however. Sounds good. What are your plans? I mean, do you have plans for that, or you just know you're going to be crushing it? 428. So when I'm getting a quest reward and my options are pretty much nothing I'm going to use, what I like to do is I like to look at the worth and then get the thing that's worth the most and then just vendor it.
Might I take a moment of your time?
You might. Nandoz, Monday through Friday, 5-day stream. Sweet. Jesse, easy money. Nandoz, shmoney. Jesse redeemed Gollum impression.
Rockin' pool, so nice and cool, so juicy, sweet. I only wish to catch a fish, so juicy, sweet.
Jesse's laughing. Nandoz redeemed Gollum impression.
Gollum, Gollum. Up the stairs we go to the tunnel.
Nice. Thank you, Ty. Invite sent and accepted. Nandoz, what's in the tunnel?
Oh, nothing. What?
Oh, right. I gotta go down the road here. Down the lane. Sure this is the right way, Smeagol?
Greetings, friend.
There's no other way. Go in or go home. The precious made us do it. The precious made us do it.
Nando, I might just go home. See you, Smeegs. It's been fun.
Get inside that tunnel, precious. So we become the master.
Ty redeemed random impression. Nandoz, here, take the ring. I don't even want it. Aha! A day may come when the courage of men fails, when we forsake our friends and break all bonds of fellowship. But it is not this day. An hour of wolves and shattered shields when the age of men comes crashing down. But it is not this day. This day we fight. By all that you hold dear on this good earth, I bid you stand, men of the West!
I just realized that Aragorn is on
Oh, Aragorn's tough to do.
Yeah, but he needs to be on that list.
Yeah, I don't think my Aragorn impression's all that great. Nandos.
I just completely lost. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. That's funny. No, not at all. No, it doesn't offend in the slightest. Are you kidding me? There's really, like, I told you before, Nandoz, the only thing that offends me are communists. That's about it. Yeah, Nandoz. Lady of Arwen, did you hear me squeal with laughter over here? Nandoz, yeah, I laughed. Yeah, Jesse, I was wondering what that squeak was. That's all right, Nandoz. She has the same reaction when I tell her the same thing. What is this over here? I love it when I go into an area and I get all the quests and then I complete all the quests and then I'm like done with the area. I love that feeling. It's a great feeling in an MMO. It's like, I'm not leaving anything on the table, you know? Like I'm good. In World of Warcraft, the first quest in Duskwood, you're saying. Which one is that?
I don't know what the first. I think it's something to do with like wolves or something. It's the first quest that you get. You're coming out of Westfall.
I think it's isn't it like the Spider Light quest? Isn't that it? Nandoz redeemed another random impression. Oh man, it's a Hobbit song. You could search far and wide, you could drink the whole town dry, but you never find a beer so brown as the one who drinked in our hometown. You could drink your fancy ales, you could drink 'em by the flagon, but the only brew for the brave and true, Pippin, comes from the Green Dragon. That was less of an impression and more of just more of a song. It's hard to sing in Hobbit. This time I picked the random impression. Oh, have a good night, Jesse. We'll see you tomorrow. Okay, so we'll do Darth Vader.
If you only knew the power of the dark side. No, I am your father. Join me, and we can rule the galaxy as father and son.
That's a fun one to do. What? You know what I really need are like a list of Skeletor's best insults.
He-Man, you muscle-bound miscreant! I will destroy you and your puny little lasers and your castle, too!
I found a YouTube video
30 times Skeletor is the master of insults. I gotta watch that video and write down those insults.
Beastman, you barbaric buffoon! Shut your mouth and get over here!
Ty saying, "Hey Nandaz, hey Nandaz, TPT, the Paladin's Tavern has been filling in for you with the raids and really wants you to return to game soon so he does not have to fight every wraith spawn on Angmar." Yeah, I've been getting my butt handed to me with these raids, and poor Ty took pity on me and my hunter, and he twinked me out over here. Completely outfitted me with some nice gear for my level. Nandaz, yeah, I'm hoping he takes the server load and they leave me alone when I'm on next. Ty, good luck with that. I would love to see Skeletor's insults for like what?
Back up, muscle boy.
Back up, muscle boy!
Furry coward.
you furry coward! Get in there now and kick his butt!
Hidden-tongued dolt. I'm talking about my patience, not my body. I feel like I need the context there.
Nandoz, would you ever do a Lord of the Rings cosplay if a bit sub goal was met? Yes, actually, I would. I was planning on not necessarily a Lord of the Rings cosplay, but I was planning on doing like a Paladin stream where I would dress up in like a Crusader costume. But the issue with that is we're super tight on money in the house, and we honestly don't have, you know, $20-30 to rub together in order to make the costume happen. So, but I absolutely would do that if I could. So, and I do plan on doing it in the future. We're kind of in a very temporary situation. So, I would dress up as Arwen for a stream. I would do that. Yeah, I would.
Give up the halfling, she-elf. Little ladder, little blah 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 blah. I'm Arwen.
Nandos, how do I clip that? That's an old joke in our house. We've been doing that for years. We'll do like dumb Lord of the Rings quotes like that just to make my son laugh. Especially when he was like a year and a half, 2 years old, and he'd be having a hard time in his high chair eating dinner or something. I'd do some stupid Lord of the Rings quote, and he'd lose his marbles over it. His favorite was that orc that wanted to eat the Hobbit's legs, Merry and Pippin's legs.
Yeah. Why can't we have some meat? What about them? They're fresh.
Hello there.
Yeah. Dada, dude, they're fresh.
Yeah. What about them? They're fresh.
Yeah, meanwhile, we're talking about, some guy who wants to cut off someone's legs so he can eat them.
Just a mouthful. A bit off the flank.
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
Ty, so now your son's a vegetarian, huh? No, he's my son's an absolute savage. His favorite thing his favorite thing to play with are these playset weapons that he has so many of them. I had to get 3 massive 50-gallon tubs to fit them all in. He's got a cool weapon playset from the D&D movie that came out, Honor Amongst Thieves. He's got a sword and a two-handed axe, but he's got a bunch of swords and shields, and he's got a couple of bow and arrow sets. He's been driving Jenny and I nuts over. He wants a scythe. He got his main Christmas gift this year was a dagger, and it was a plastic dagger. So when we go out and you know, he's a good looking kid. He's very cute, and so the ladies kind of flock to him a little bit. Oh, your son's so cute. Oh, what's his name? My name's Brandon. Oh, Brandon, you're so cute. What do you like to play with? And then right out of it, I knew I cringe every single time. Like, oh God, this is it. This is the day. This is the day the government takes away my license. This is it. And he goes, I like to play with weapons. And they're like, oh, that's, okay, that's different. And you know, you could tell like these ladies are used to, like, you know, I like playing with finger paints, you know, or like, I like to play with magnetiles, you know, or something that would be like wildly appropriate for a child to play with. But my 5-year-old son gets it into these, you know, soccer mom's ideas that he's, you know, running around our home with a sharpened battle axe in his hands, you know, lobbing off the heads of rabbits and blue jays left and right. So that's so we always have to tell him, like, you know, yeah, so okay, it's plastic weapon play sets, you know, like Nerf, right? Like, oh, he's like, yeah, I have some Nerf stuff, and okay, all right. So today's not the day where I get called on by the police. So it's a little, yeah. Oh, Nandaz made a the Paladin's Tavern will dress up as Arwen.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Let's go ahead and check out this clip. Patience up. Wait, hold on. In order to check out this clip the right way, I gotta switch. There we go. Well, he got it, folks. He got the video evidence. I would dress up as Arwen for a stream. I would do that. Yeah, I would.
Give up the halfling shield. Little blah 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 blah.
Patience up. Is blocking it. Yeah, let's do it again. I would dress up as Arwen for a stream. I would do that. Yeah, I would.
Give up the halfling shield. Little blah 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 blah.
Patience up. It's funny to watch me act like an ass. Lady of Arwen. Then he insists on bringing them with us to the park. Yeah, the weapons. So our son will take these playset weapons to the park. And many times it's turned into a whole group of kids running around with weapons. Most parents come to me and thank me for bringing and sharing them, but once in a while there's a mom with a furrowed brow hurriedly ushering her child as far away as she can. Yeah. We don't want to play with them. We're peaceful people, okay? We're peaceful. I don't understand why they insist on engaging in this sort of violent play. It's just, come on, Mason, let's go home and play with your marbles. Yeah. Nandaz, thank you very much for that clip. That was a really good one. Oh, I know. Yeah. Something's going on around here. Something going on around here. All right. Well, being that it's 2 o'clock in the morning, folks, I should probably log off, considering the fact that I have 2 podcasts to record early tomorrow morning. and need my rest. But do not be afraid, as the Bible says many, many, many times. Do not be afraid, for I will be back tomorrow, and we're gonna do. We're not going to. Ty, very, very problematic. Those weapons, they're so problematic around here. We're gonna do a test. We're gonna see if this D&D setup stream is gonna be fun. I know I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna have fun doing it, so I'm excited to do it, and I hope you guys enjoy it as well. So I'll be looking forward to that. And then Friday, I'm playing D&D with Jenny. So that's gonna be a great time. I'm really looking forward to you guys checking out what that's going to be like, because if you think the impressions while I'm playing LOTRO are amusing, you should see what happens when I do multiple characters in Dungeons and Dragons. So I did a parody. So I have one dwarf voice. I've got one dwarf voice, and so I had two dwarves talking with one another and during a D&D campaign, and it was so ludicrous because it was the same voice, just they were talking back and forth to each other, and I made Jenny kind of laugh in the middle of it, and I looked at her and I said, "Hey, we've got the same voice." And you kind of had to be there at the time, but it was amusing, to say the least. So anyway, I had a lot of fun tonight. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming into the chat room, for lurking, for there was a lot of really great things that happened in the chat room today. So I want to kind of call it all out. I want to thank you for hanging out with me. For those that lurked, I want to thank you for your support in that as well. That is huge support, by the way. I want to thank those who were chatting and kept me company. I want to thank Nandaz for not only being very generous and spending bits here, but also on the clip. And I want to thank everyone for being generous with their paladin points and giving me the opportunity to make everyone here laugh with some really fun impressions. It's a lot of fun for me. I think a lot of folks in chat rooms, when they see a streamer and their channel points, they don't really spend them very much. But I like it. I like it a lot. So please don't stop doing it. The more, the merrier. And it gives me great pleasure to make sure that not only are those channel points spent on fun things, but things I like doing as well. So it's always good. And of course, I want to thank my beautiful wife, Jenny, for showing up tonight and hanging out with me and supporting me as she does as well. If you're new here, I stream Monday through Friday starting at 11, go to about 1 o'clock in the morning. Unless things are super fun, then maybe I'll go another 30 minutes or an hour more. And also the occasional stream during the week in the afternoon. Maybe two or three times I'll stream LOTRO in the afternoon as well. So you're never far away from a LOTRO stream. If you want to follow me on social, you've got the hold on. There we go. I have an X account, and I have a YouTube channel where these videos make their way onto YouTube in case you missed it. So would love to hear from you on Discord or on X, whatever you prefer. And if you follow, you'll know when I go live. And if you subscribe, you get a lot of cool stuff, including those really fun paladin emojis, as well as ads that get you skip the ads, and also the last Friday of every month, you'll be invited to an exclusive D&D one-shot campaign if you're a subscriber. So hopefully that'll incentivize some folks to take that free Twitch Prime, or I should say Amazon Prime sub and spend it here. All right. Very late. I'm like dazed. But anyway, see you tomorrow. Have a great night. And oh, you know what? We should find out if someone is. We should see if we can raid somebody. So let's do that. Spread. Share the load. Share the load. Okay, who's streaming? Bop bop. Is no one streaming Lord of the Rings Online? Okay. Looks like we got a new streamer here. Scared Scale. Streaming Lord of the Rings Online. Let's go chat with him. All right. Have a good night, everyone.
Oh, the Paladin Staffing. Thank you so much for the raid, brother. Hope you're streaming as well. How are you doing? Welcome in, everybody. We are just doing a little questing. Hello there, how you doing? Hope you had a good stream. Welcome in, everybody. You haven't already, make sure to give the Paladin Tavern a follow.
That's why I rated him.
He's an amazing, awesome Lord of the Rings streamer. Really good vibes. Let's see. Oh, I don't have any questions. Yeah, the stream's going good. Yeah, mostly was doing a little bit of questing with a friend earlier on the Brawler, which was fun. And then just doing a little bit of questing on the Reorning right now.